You enjoy a good dorama with elements of romance and comedy? Then, Accidentally in Love is an excellent series choice to binge watch and have fun. It revolves around a young runaway bride whose life is completely transformed when she meets a young pop music idol. Did you like the premise? Then stick around because this show has a lot of cool and fun stuff for us to explore. It all starts when Ching Ching is fleeing from her wedding. She's being forced into marriage because of her wealthy grandfather, who wants his granddaughter to marry a guy for business reasons. But not wanting to live in that situation, she escapes by disguising herself with a wig and glasses, changing her identity to Cheng and grabbing a bag full of money she had prepared. Her grandfather's bodyguards chase Cheng, who ends up losing the bag, and to throw them off, she grabs a random guy on the street and pretends to kiss him. But this guy turns out to be none other than Si Tu Feng, a super famous singer who was leaving a show. He ends up kissing Cheng for real, preventing the guards from seeing her. But she gets upset because she had never been kissed before and wanted it to be special. So to make up for it, she asks Tu Feng to help her find her bag of money. They find the bag, and Tu Feng asks Cheng to accompany him. Together, they arrive at the place where Tu Feng's father is getting married, and his son announces to everyone that Cheng is his fiancée, and they are getting married. Then he kisses her again in front of everyone. His father gets angry and asks him to cancel his plan to marry her. Tu Feng says he will do so if his father also doesn't get married. The man agrees, and his son thanks Cheng for her help. Since they were both able to help each other, they say goodbye and go their separate ways. But fate won't let them stay apart for long. Cheng is transferred to Mingde University, and guess who else studies there? Tu Feng. After they meet again, there's some irritation between them because they don't want to see each other again. And in this same place, there are other characters who will be important to the story. After this encounter, there's trouble when Cheng and Tu Feng find out that someone filmed their kiss at the wedding, and the image went viral. So, to try to protect Tu Feng's public image, his manager talks to Cheng and asks her to pretend to be his assistant. This way, they can debunk the rumors. But she doesn't accept, also because the young woman has another mission. She's searching for information about her father, who was part of this university. Cheng breaks into the principal's office to try to find information about her father, but she's caught and is about to be expelled. But Tu Feng intervenes and clears her name. However, this doesn't change the fact that they still have a grudge against each other. One day, in swimming class, Cheng tries to push Tu Feng into the pool but ends up falling in herself. Since she can't swim, she starts calling for help until she's saved by Lin Yi Yang, the university's bad boy, who for some reason can't stand Tu Feng. Time passes, and the money Cheng saved to run away runs out. Since her grandfather cancelled all her credit cards and bills are piling up, she reluctantly accepts a job as Tu Feng's assistant, even though she doesn't really like him. But spending every day with the singer, she starts to realize that she's developing feelings for him. Meanwhile, Fang Fang's father, Cheng's best friend from college, needs a very expensive surgery because of a health problem. Since Cheng wants to help her friend, she disguises herself and auditions for Tu Feng's new music video called Breathing. This part is hilarious because her current appearance is a disguise to escape from her grandfather. So to get hired, she takes off her glasses and wig and goes to the audition, charming Tu Feng and getting the job on the spot. At the same time, Tu Feng struggles with his manager's demands, prohibiting him from eating sweets or fats to avoid gaining weight. Seeing Cheng's closeness with Tu Feng, Lin Yi Yang kidnaps her so that the singer will come to him. Tu Feng rushes to the place to save her, but Cheng escapes quickly. At the same time, we find out that Lin's girlfriend died in an accident because of Tu Feng's family, hence his hatred for him. After escaping from Lin, Cheng questions Tu Feng about why she was kidnapped and about Lin's hatred for him, but the singer only says it's none of her business, since Tu Feng was enchanted by Cheng without her disguise. He invites her to dinner without knowing she's his secretary. There they talk, and he says he won't release the single because it would hurt certain people. So, we understand that he composed the song for Lin's girlfriend because he was in love with her. Cheng gets upset because he didn't want to tell her the story but told it to the mysterious girl who is actually her. Nevertheless, the two are getting closer, making the press believe they're dating, and she's not just his secretary. In reality, they are indeed falling in love. Proof of this is when Tu Feng gets jealous and gets drunk. Then he goes to the dorm where Cheng is and sort of declares his love for her. After this embarrassment, he takes her to a place he considers special and gives Cheng a plant as a gift. The feelings between them grow stronger. Now check out how crazy the story gets. If you've watched up to this point, don't be stingy. Give a like to this video so others can watch as well. If you're not subscribed, subscribe now. There you go, you made the right choice. As members of the university theater group, Cheng and Tu Feng act together in the play Beauty and the Beast. Cheng mistakenly drinks alcohol thinking it's water and gets super drunk. So they share a passionate kiss on stage, reflecting the feelings they have for each other. But in the meantime, a huge mess happens. Tu Feng had promised Lin that he wouldn't release the single Breathing composed for his girlfriend, but someone hacks the singer's YouTube account and releases it, making Lin furious. But no one knows who could have done such a thing. At the same time, remember Chung was investigating her father? A teacher named Chen Xiao finds out that she's looking for information and decides to help her find her dad. Her investigation leads her to news that he died in an accident, but she doesn't believe it because her grandfather said he was still alive. So she calls him, and the old man admits he lied so she wouldn't lose hope, leaving Chung devastated. After some time, her grandfather finally finds her and goes to Mingda University. He tries to make Cheng return to her life, but since she doesn't want to, they end up making a bet. She will enter a beauty contest with her current appearance. If she wins, her grandfather must leave her alone, but if she loses, she gives up her freedom and goes back to the marriage he arranged for her. The problem is that Chung ends up losing, and because of this, thinks she'll have to go back home. But her grandfather sees how happy she is and decides to let the young woman live her own life freely. She's thrilled and continues at the university, working as the idol's secretary, and they continue to grow closer. Time passes, and one day, Lin talks to Chung to advise her to stay away from Tu Feng. She doesn't like the advice and responds by kicking him, but ends up falling down the stairs and getting hurt. This prompts the singer to confront his rival, and they end up fighting with all their might. However, during the scuffle, Tu Feng releases a repressed memory related to his fear of water. After this, we finally learn what happened between Lin and Tu Feng because he opens up to Cheng. The two were in love with a girl named Yunshu. One day, they were at the beach and started competing for the chance to take her home, and Tu Feng won. However, on the way, the car he was driving lost control and ended up falling into the sea. While the singer survived, the girl died. Because of this incident, Tu Feng can't be near water. Chung hears his story and stands by him, offering help to overcome his trauma. At the same time, he is hired to shoot a commercial on the beach, something that makes him really upset. And to try to help him overcome his fear, Chung takes him to the beach and jumps into the sea. As she can't swim, she begins to drown. Tu Feng faces his fear and manages to save her, but he also almost drowns. He faints and wakes up in the hospital, surrounded by people. But Chung isn't there, which makes Tu Feng really sad. In fact, she's visiting her grandfather who has the flu, prompting the young man to go after her. As Chang doesn't want him to know she's super rich, she manages, with her grandfather's help, to pretend they live in a small shack, creating a hilarious situation. After that, and back to their normal lives, Lin can't forgive Tu Feng and tries to sabotage his career. To do this, he manages to obtain a copy of a song that hadn't been released by the singer yet, and promotes it, crediting someone else. I've saved you some hours of your time. All I ask is that you pay it forward and help others too. Consider yourself hugged by me. Also, don't forget to check out this other video.